For this episode, we're on our way to the beautiful town of Riverton in Southland, New Zealand. Riverton, or Aparima in Te Reo, is a seaside village 40 kilometers west of Invercargill on the south coast of the South Island of New Zealand, spanning the Jacobs River Estuary and on the west end of the Oreti Beach. The village is known locally as the Riviera of the South. The simple, good life here features plenty of bays in which to swim, surf, and fish. I'm heading to the Rocks at Howells Point in Taramia Bay. On stormy days, my husband and I love to come watch as the waves from the strong current of Fovo Strait pound against the ancient volcanic rock formations. However, today is a sunny and calm day. I've chosen to draw the sand tussock, or henna-ripa, which are grass-like plants that help stabilize the beach area. I want to emphasize the dramatic conditions in which they thrive. The sea breeze is cool, so I'm sheltering in the back of the vehicle to sketch. I've finished the preliminary sketch. I bid farewell to the seaside sheep and head over the hill to Moore's Reserve to enjoy birdsong and more sketching. The cooler, breezy temperatures prompt me to remain inside the car to create. Interesting time this has been. Really different for me. This is my picture that is what I'm drawing. The values I'm working with. What I was trying to do, okay, you have the value of the sky and the sea being much lighter than this clump of trees, which is darker than the grass. Yet you have values within your native colors. To lessen the expectations of myself and have fun. That's what I want to do. Back in the studio, a few days later, I complete my sketches. This is the completion of the studio. I like the dynamics, or in a setting such as this, a value study could take a long time, because basically you're looking at different points of the image. I'm losing the photograph from the day I went out there. And even though there are limitations, of course, with digital imagery, I'm literally taking and pointing to a place on my drawing and saying, is that darker or lighter than its neighbor? Probably could have made these just a little bit darker going over, I'll do that right quick. To do a proper value study on this scene is an arduous task. It's better for me to spend my time doing something else, because at the end of the day, this is a study. I'll be on to my next one. Okay, this is my studio edit. I wanted more of a sense of light in on this side, and it needed to be really, really dark there. It still needed to be dark here, and as we got here, it less dark. And then, of course, there's a swath of light. I wanted the grass to show as in the distance as being a little bit lighter. I have the stand of trees there. I didn't make those as dark as their native color. In the photograph, it looks dark or nearly as dark as this, but not quite, because I wanted to honor aerial perspective, even if it looks different in the digital. From aerial perspective, of course, things closer to you are darker, and the air actually has a color, or understand it as looks sort of a slight blue or hazy gray. But it certainly has helped me understand aerial perspective, and that the color and the way it reflects the light and everything makes things further in the distance appear a little bit ever so slightly gray, sometimes a lot gray. The Whenua, or the Maori people in the language, New Zealand is known as Aotearoa, which is land of the long white clouds. So I've sort of showed it here. I love the cloud formations here. The quick weather patterns that have to come over high Alps. They kind of shred the cloud. I love the clouds here. They're just absolutely outstanding. Enough with this. To go on to the next one. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. You can see more of my artwork on the all-new BeverlyClaridge.com. Join me on Facebook and on Instagram. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.